I'll be quick, I promise. And while I'm gone, you can listen to the beginning of Act 2.
Nightingale song.
I bring a message from a nightingale.
Nightingale. You're not found! Emperor and American radio CA to A.
But, Emperor, sometimes the different outlook, it could change your point of view.
What?
Precisely. What is it about the Asians that fascinates Caucasians? What is it about the Asians that's so nice? Is it the wontons, the egg rolls, the rice? Perhaps it's Buddha or Confucius and their excellent advice.
What is it about Caucasians that mystifies the Asians? What is it about Caucasians that's so odd? They call a pretty lady a broad. They have hair upon their chest and they only have one god. Impossible! What?
Sorry! That song was not from the Drowsey Chaperone. That was from another musical entirely. I have this woman who comes in once a month. Can I say that? I have a woman. Anyway, she comes in once a month and cleans the things that I absolutely refuse to. She's quite good, but she has this nasty habit of putting my records away, and in the wrong sleeves. Even though I tell her, no touch records, Carmela! No touch records! Anyway, that song started Act 2 of another Gable and Stein show, The Enchanted Nightingale. A degrading piece of chinoiserie about an emperor who is told by a magic bird to marry his American elocutionist instead of his betrothed, and he ends up building the Great Wall of China. A slap in the face to 500 years of Chinese history, but it has some wonderful tunes. Did you recognize Beecher Stockwell as American Lady? Or how about Roman Bartelli as the Emperor? Yes, he was a man of 1,000 accents. All of them insulting. Anyway, Act 2 of The Drowsy Chaperone begins with this. A haunting lament from a very depressed bride. She sings it on her balcony, bathed in the pale blue light of a sympathetic moon. Which is ridiculous because it's the middle of the day. Now while you're listening to this, try to ignore the lyrics. I know it will be difficult, but block them out, they're not the best. But the tune is beautiful, and it truly communicates the bride's state of mind. Just ignore the lyrics.
I put a monkey on a pedestal and try to make that monkey stay. And he did for a time, but he needed to fly, and with other monkeys play far away. He left his jacket on that pedestal beside his tiny rusty cup, and I haven't got the strength to pick them up. Oh, monkey,
just floats in the air. And I must confess, I always get a little bit misty when I think of that tiny jacket lying on the pedestal. Its long sleeves dangling on the floor.
Oh, monkey, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal.
Pedestal.
For you. Come, my little monkey. Come, my little monkey.
Okay, here we go.
Wait,
Who are you?
I'm Janet Vanderbilt.
Do you need anyone?
I don't need anyone.
What about the love of one man?
What do I care about the love of one man when I am adored by millions? Do I need to be so gloomy?
No, no, no!
I'm the world, so I show sacred cards and flowers to me every show. Countryside handed me a rose.
Now she really must go.
Janet Vandergraff, ain't no nail that I can't hammer. Oh, I give up on like a glamour, like a glamour, like a glamour. Now!
I love this part! She's having a complete mental breakdown!
I'm an ex waiting to happen. I don't wanna show off no more. I don't wanna spread truth no more. Be the greatest on earth no more. I don't wanna, I don't wanna, I don't, I do, I don't, I do. I don't wanna show off. And I think sure, Janet, you sure is secure, Janet, and you do just fine. Any future I never care to share. Oh, there's just one suicide sad who drives me Oh, Robert, what a fool I've been. A hapless fool. I know now that I love you, but I keep it all away. I love you, monkey, but is love enough? Is love ever enough? Is it the monkey or my pedestal?
Don't you just love that number? It has everything. A little Busby Berkeley, a little Jane Goodall. And that's another thing I love about musicals in general. When a character is in crisis, they sing and dance, which is so much more exciting than just complaining about it. But that's the glory of musical theater. Oh, you see? This is what I'm talking about. This is life. You wait to be happy for 5 seconds, and then something starts spreading.
What a beautiful day for a wedding!
Shall I have the pews removed now, or would you prefer I wait till morning?
Okay. I'm gonna stop this here because I don't want this number to be interrupted by another ringing telephone! Okay. Here we have two vaudeville performers who have slid through the cracks of time. They are Noel Fitzpatrick and Ukulele Lil. I don't know anything about them. I suppose Ukulele Lil played the ukulele, but she doesn't in this show. I actually tried to find out more about them. I went through all my books and I even tried the internet, but all of my searches ended with Tiny Tim's autopsy photographs. Anyway, they're both charming.
Why would you have the pews removed?
The bride has called off the wedding.
Oh, underling, never listen to a bride on her wedding day. Love is a very complex emotion, underling.
Yes, madam.
1 minute you can be very close to someone, and the next minute, why, you just want to strangle them.
I'm familiar with the urge to strangle, yes.
You see, that's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worry, love makes lovers fret. But here's the fact on which we can depend. Just like long ago when Romeo loved Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
Romeo and Juliet was a tragedy, madam.
Oh, I never read reviews. Love can start a quarrel, love can cause a din, but love has always been a trusty friend. 'Twas a happy fate for Hank the 8 and Anne Boleyn. Love is always lovely in the end.
Might I remind you, madam, that Anne Boleyn lost her head?
Yes, she was in love. Love was good to Eve and Adam,
Here we go again.
and Samson and Delilah too.
Good grief, may I pose a question, madam?
Why, yes, of course.
Why does nothing I say to you ever get through?
Don't mind if I do. Love is always lovely in the end.
I found that quite taxing. Excuse me, madam, while I pour myself a glass of ice water.
Love sneaks up behind you, love drops from above. Love would never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me, and my true love. Love is always lovely in the end.
But your late husband was a brute.
I don't mean him, you silly coot.
Oh, madam.
Love is always lovely.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Love is always lovely in the end. Love is always lovely in the end.
Yes, that was charming. But, to be frank, on some level, that number pisses me off. All right, I'm gonna say something here. Love is not always lovely in the end, okay? Often, in the end, there are lulls. And another thing, surely someone else was aware of the awkward sexual connotation of that title. I mean, love is always lovely in the end? Is it just me? I guess what I'm saying is that number is naive. And irresponsibly so. Sorry, I won't interrupt anymore. Oh, there's Moan coming up that I've become obsessed with.
Oh, chaperone, there you are. I'm in a horrible state.
You certainly are. You can't go to a wedding looking like that.
You poor dear. Haven't you heard? The wedding's been called off.
Not your wedding, mine. I've been meaning to ask you, may I borrow your veil?
You're getting married? But to whom?
Beautiful lady with the
baffled expression.
You're marrying Adolfo?
I know it seems crazy, but when I look into his eyes, his big, clumsy eyes, I just feel all drowsy. And that's love, isn't it?
Yes, dear, that's what love is. Help me!
How did this even occur? And so soon?
I don't know.
What happened?
No bride.
What?
Bride.
There you are. All right, I'm gonna lay my cards on the table. I've got a weak heart. I can't take the pressure. If this goes on any longer, the old tinker's gonna give out. Now, please tell me, is there gonna be a wedding or not?
Yes.
Thank the good Lord.
Oh, Adolfo and the chaperone are getting married.
What?
There you are. I have great news. There's going to be a wedding.
We know.
You know?
Yes, we just heard.
But who told you?
I did.
But how did you know?
What difference does it make?
Mrs. Tottendale and I are to be married in the garden at 7:30 this evening.
What?
What? Oh, yes.
Well, congratulations to everyone.
Say, what kind of cock-and-mammy wedding is this? Everybody's getting married with the bride and groom.
Oh, Janet, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Don't be that way, Janet. Can you find it in your heart to marry me? I mean, George has gone through all this trouble, and well, I do love you more than I could say.
But you kissed another woman.
Yes, and I find it hard to understand it, but when I was kissing that French woman, it was just like kissing you.
Oh, Robert. That's because you were kissing me.
Wait, you're Mimi? Well, that French accent was remarkably accurate.
Why, thank you. I developed it when I played Monique in Hold That Baguette.
There you are! Before you do anything, think about this! No matter how well you play the part of happy wife, you'll never ever get a standing ovation.
I just don't know. I'm so confused. Oh, chaperone, just this once, I beg you. Please, give me some coherent advice that actually pertains to the situation.
All right, this is it. The moment I was talking about. Not only the culmination of the plot, but the moment that has fascinated me for years.
Well, my advice to you is,
This is it. Listen.
while you can,
You hear that? You can't really make out what she says because somebody drops a cane. Here, I'll play it for you again.
while you can,
Is she saying live while you can or leave while you can?
while you can.
I mean, it's Beatrice Stockwell, so it might just be another cynical quip. But that's exactly what you're thinking when you're standing at the altar, isn't it? Live or leave. And you have to live. Because you do love her, in some way. It's not an exact science. An arrow doesn't just come out of the sky and point to the one you're supposed to be with. So one day you say it. You say, I love you, and you basically phrase it as a question. But they accept it as fact. And suddenly, there she is, standing in front of you at the altar in a $500 dress with tears in her eyes, and her nephew made the chuppah. So what do? Do you say, I was kidding? I was joking? No, you live, right? And so for a few months you stare at that alien form in the bed beside you and you think to yourself, who are you? Who are you? And then one day you say it out loud. And then it's trial separation and couples counseling, and all your conversations are about your Zoloft addiction and her eating disorder. And you keep redeciding and reevaluating until finally you lose the deposit on the house and the whole relationship ends on a particularly ugly note with your only copy of Gypsy spinning through the air and crashing on the living room wall. But still, in a larger sense, in a broader sense, it's better to have lived than left, right?
While you can.
You have no idea how many times I've listened to that.
Oh, chaperone, You do have a way with words. Robert, yes, I'll marry you.
Oh, Janet,
Wonderful!
Well, Mr. Drowsey, looks as though this wedding is going according to schedule.
You're in trouble now!
And there's much keeping.
But there is! I found a replacement! A new leading lady! Presenting Kitty, the Incredible! Okay, Kitty, show everybody how you can read my mind. My mind!
Kitty, will you marry me? Holy cat, Mr. Belzy, yes, yes!
Isn't she amazing?
Well, what are you waiting for? You ladies go put on your frillies. We'll all get married in one big clump. That's how they do it in Utah.
Wow, George, I don't know how you managed to pull it off. 4 weddings in one day. I guess you're everyone's best man now.
I am?
Yes! Hip hip hooray!
He's George, that's George, the best man, George. He's basking in the glory of a fine 12 months. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time.
Minister, you may begin. Oh no, I forgot the minister. Who the hell are you?
Of tricks, the aviatrix, queen of the sky, the Rio I was wending when my engine needed mending. I'll fix my navigatrix, and then I'll fly and let you overtake the night. So sorry to crash the party, folks, but we'll have this fixed in 2 shapes, and then it's off the Rio for Carnival.
Wait! The captain of a ship can perform a marriage.
And a pilot is comparable to a ship's captain.
Yes.
Oh, and an airplane is a kind of a sheep. A sheep of the air? Some call it an airship.
Oh, shit! Yes!
Not even a trick. Married on the plane, you love the honeymoon in Rio.
A riding room in a chapel may bring a tear to the eye, but what a thrill when lovers trill, I do in the sky. When vows are said and the beats of daffodil sigh, but love rush when sweethearts rush, I do in the sky. To you
it does this occasionally. It's a terrible little apartment with horrible wiring. Just keep the show alive in your minds and don't talk to anybody. Just keep your minds in 1928. I'll find the fuse box. Shh, quiet! Oh, God.
Hi.
Hello.
Your lights are out.
Yeah?
Yeah, we gotta shut the power off because we're replacing the breaker panel down in the basement.
Yeah?
So, we replaced it. But when we shut the power off, the breakers in all the apartments tripped.
Yeah?
Still happens though. It's normal.
Yeah?
So, I gotta reset your breaker.
Now?
It'll only take a second.
Alright, alright.
I tried calling you earlier before, but there wasn't an answer.
Oh. I've been having a problem with the phone today.
Here we go. What was that?
It was a record.
What kind of music was it?
Just music. It was a show. You know, musical?
You like musicals?
No.
I love musicals. I go with the wife all the time. Did you see Miss Saigon? They land an entire helicopter on stage in that one. Yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen Cats, Les Mis, Saturday Night Fever. I like the movie better though.
Really? Well, goodbye. Well, that's it. One note away from the end of the show and the moment is ruined. I should just start it again from the beginning. No, I can't do that. Can I? It's just so frustrating. You have to understand. I love this show so much, and I've never even seen it. My mother gave me the record. This was just before our father left. Well, he didn't leave because of the record. Although I'm sure it didn't help matters. Look, I know it's not a perfect show. The spit take scene is lame, the monkey motif is labored, but none of that matters. It does what a musical is supposed to do. It takes you to another world and gives you a little tune to carry with you in your head, you know? For when you're feeling blue, you know? As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do.
I'm an accident waiting to happen.
Stumble our way
I don't wanna sing tunes.
through life's crazy land. Bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Never know left from right or right from wrong.
Surprise! And the best that we can do is hope a bluebird will sing his song as we stumble along. Stumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just have about 10 more minutes of your time, please have a seat. We have a couple things here. First, cast, if you want to chill out and have a seat, crew. First of all, Mr. Rovira from the Friends of Lacey Music. We have a 50-50 raffle here. These funds come directly to the Drama Club. So, Mr. Rovira. Okay. And our winning number is 0205794. 5794. All right. And if you would just look for this man right here in the straight back, claim your prize. And Tom Murray is going to draw our senior raffle ticket. This is the senior class.
Now, before I pull it, I'd just like to thank you guys for coming out. I want to thank everybody that helped us with the senior class with raising, I think the number is $9,250 for the senior class. And I wanted to thank Rains Electronics for providing the TV for us for this raffle ticket. And I just, again, want to thank you guys because without you, would you know us? You know I have a big voice. Now the winning ticket is Joan McGavin, ticket 1480, which she's probably not here because she lives in Tom's River. Thank you again.
Okay. Now this is actually every Friday of our weekend performance. I started this tradition about 5 years ago. We do what's called Student Talkback Night, where I take about 8 to 10 minutes and introduce you to some of the cast members and let you hear about their experience in the drama club so you can learn a little bit more about the arts in our school and what we do. So, first of all, we've been working on this since January. At least 3 days a week, some days 4, since around the second, third week of January. All these kids you see up here, that's been their schedule. So this has been their priority. After their schoolwork, this has been it. This is where they've been. So I'm going to start right here with Sean Kelsey, who played the man in the chair. And Sean is a sophomore this year, second year in drama club, and I'm going to give him the microphone. I'm going to ask him to tell you a little bit about how he created this character and how he came up with this man who lived this sheltered little life in this cold little apartment in New York City, and how he developed this man. So please.
Hi. So, like, when I first found out that I got this character, I didn't really know a lot about him. All I really knew was, like, he sat there in the chair and he put on the record and he said stuff. But throughout the play, with Mr. Stike's help, of course, and with all of your help, I love all of you, and from looking through the script and practicing, you know, I just developed the character, like, I don't know, he's just like this little curmudgeon-y guy who lives in this house, and the thing he loves the most is these Broadway records, and that is like the starting point for the character development. I don't know. I'm not a good speaker.
Thank you, Sean, but you are a good actor. Would you agree? He's a good actor? Okay, next I want to talk to Lauren Voltaggio. Now, Lauren had the difficult task of creating a character who is in her 60s, somewhere around there. So talk to us about the physical, how did you develop that, the voice, the movement? Tell us.
Well, should I name names? Okay, well, it was actually probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do was try to be a lot older than I actually am. And so the first part I had to learn was the walk and the talk and the singing. And my one inspiration, for those of you who know her, was Miss Cook. I don't know if you know her, but she was my inspiration. And then after that, it just kind of came naturally. But then now, getting into the costume and the makeup, I'm sure I'm a little scary, but it looked a little creepy being with a man this old and, you know, a little girl. So it was a great learning experience, and it made me stronger as an actor.
Okay, let me see here. we're going to talk to Liz Swain. Tell us about 4 years in drama club, your overall experience. Tell us about your experience with theater in general.
Oh boy, where to start? When I started, and Miss L can contest to this, you would tell me to sing, and I would start sobbing because I wouldn't do it. And then I got to sophomore year and I was like, all right, well I guess they're not gonna bite me if I sing, so I might as well try. And then junior year came and I got a supporting role, so I was like, this is awesome. And then senior year came and I'm like, this is my year to shine, so I'm just gonna go out there and give it my all. But my 4 years in drama club have been absolutely amazing. I've developed friendships that I'm sure will last a lifetime. And you know, each show you do teaches you something different, not just about acting, but about life in general. So it's been great.
There was one important little soundbite in her speech there that I want to bring out. She said she was going to give it her all, and that's what every one of these students up here did tonight. Not only up here, but my crew as well, and my crew back there in the back at the sound table and up in the light booth. And not to mention the wood shop built these sets, and the art club painted these sets, and we've just had probably well over 100 students involved in this production, all said and done. So, anyone have any specific questions for anyone before I let you go? Oh yes, I can't see who that is. Yes, Jenna. Yes, Jenna. Excellent question. She said, is it hard to do the voice, to project? And that's one of the things that I teach them in the whole rehearsal process, is to learn how to project, not only when they're singing, but also when they're acting as well. So Jenna, it is difficult, but we work very, very hard on it, and I think they've done a good job. Anyone else? How about someone on this side? Anyone at all? Yes? Hi, Stephen. Steve Hensel, one of our drama club alumni. Yes, Stephen. His glasses from Little Shop. Yes, go ahead.
Every year we'll design the drama club. We have a goal for every cast. And I heard a little about this goal. It includes a golden key. So can you just talk about that a little bit?
Indeed. Our goal, well, the golden key was part of achieving our goal. Our goal this year was ensemble work. This is an ensemble-driven show. It really takes all of these characters to create the world of this play. So what we did differently this year, as opposed to in years past, is we spent probably 3 or 4 times more character development time during rehearsal. We would spend at least an hour and a half per day working on character development. Who are you? Even the ensemble. The people who didn't have individual roles, but they were in the crowd, in the world of the play. We worked on who they were. How old are you? Where do you live? What's your job? So on and so forth. And the golden key was the one element that made their character tick. So for instance, if I stick the microphone in the face of Courtney right here, I can say, what was your character's golden key? And she will tell us.
I was the hopes and wants for the 6 kids I had because I'm a widow.
Oh, see, there you go. So she had to be a maid in Mrs. Tottendale's mansion to take care of her 6 kids. And that was her golden key. Every time she was working and sweeping and changing sets and cleaning dishes, she had those 6 kids in mind, okay? All right, well, I thank you very much for coming this evening. I won't take any more of your time. Please tell your friends to come and see us. We want to fill this house. Have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.